a craggy, like, gray cliff. And the lighthouse is this very dour building that sits atop with a small, like, house sort of built next to it, sort of built into the lighthouse. You go up and knock on the door or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a big old knocker. One of those, one of those big old loops.
Got a huge knocker.
Yep. It's got to reach all the way to the top. If he's in the lighthouse.
So,
or is he in the house?
Bang. A couple of bangs, and after it takes you a couple of like times to do it before you hear any movement on the other side of the door, and the door is opened by a woman, a Drassian woman, with fairly light skin for a Drassian, so probably Eastern, and she's probably in her like mid-40s. Looks like she's lived by the sea for a while, like, so, you know, like kind of wild hair and
a seagull nest in it.
Yeah, wind blown hair and tough skin.
Yeah, eating just a fish raw.
She kind of like looks at you with a gaze that seems just sort of like inherently judgmental, and is just like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Oh, hello. I was just looking to inquire about some odd things I've seen out at sea, and I figure you have seen a lot of things. And I was trying to see if you've seen what I've seen.
I've seen plenty of things.
Ever witnessed a large, I don't even know, a golden winged beast up among these parts that perhaps spits blue fire?
Kind of like raises an eyebrow and says, "I'm sure if you asked at the tavern, you would find many people looking to regale you with such fantastical stories."
So it's a...
I find it curious that you have come out this far to ask me such a question.
Oh, I mean,
she kind of like looks around, just sort of like your area to see if you're by yourself, probably.
Oh, okay. I mean, I fully intend to hit up the bars. That's a given. Without, I mean, even if I didn't have anything to ask, I would be at the bar. But I had nothing else to do. Wanted to come out for the air. Basically, a little walk. And figured you'd be the person to know the facts of the matter. If anyone had seen anything, it'd be someone in your position.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Hiya! 4 with Explodey. 4 is with Explodey again. Hey, guess what? It exploded again. Alright, 4, 4, 4, 3. 15.
Wow, alright. She kind of looks at you and says, well, you don't look like you're local. Why are you curious about this? Just...
well...
adventurous type?
Very. And, me and my crew upon a ship that suffered a fate that I believe came from this creature. We don't want to suffer the same.
Well, I don't know about golden wings exactly, but I and my husband before me saw many things, especially on the darker nights. There are, well, the more mundane and the more curious. Birds made of lightning that fly through the worst of storms. Riders that ride horses made out of thunder and clouds that steer the worst of it.
This sounds fantastical. It's exactly what I believe.
They are spirits, specters. If it is something more, then it is not something that you should try and interact with. That is what I always. That's what I always said.
I'd be looking to avoid it, if anything.
Stay out of the way when the clouds are gray.
That seems to be the only time we travel.
Just kind of like shrugs. The sea is an unforgiving thing, especially around these parts.
So why do you say the taverns would tell tales of this? Is it some sort of local rumor?
Sailors tell tales.
Ah, alright. Well, I'm off then. Thank you for the warnings.
Good luck in whatever you seek to do.
It's hopefully not burned to death by blue fire.
Yes. Blessings upon you.
Take care. And I off.
All right. Yeah. So you walk down from that after the conversation.
Then I hit the taverns.
Yep. So
Ask
you
them the same
probably you
questions.
probably meet Tara at one point there as she's asking about sort of things. I mean, you get all sorts of tall tales from the taverns.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything you can imagine, they're spouting. So,
in
in terms of gold wings, one of them thinks that it's a golden dragon with bird wings that breathes. That like the breath is like molten gold.
Good guess.
And it like covers its body in like its solidified breath to like armor itself.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
Captain.
Yeah, in terms of the rumors that you hear about Tara, just like specifically going up towards Botrim, I mean, there is like tales of some like Karite tribes that still exist on the islands around here, and near the Felbar. They're generally very aggressive towards Drassians because they've been attacked and like taken as slaves from there previously, so mostly stuff like don't anchor off of those islands. It's bad business. Okay. A lot of the people here are they're either sailors or they're mercenaries that are employed by various nobles and like Arnaki government representatives that it seems like from the talk a lot of mercenaries are going out to explore the Grey Salt Marsh, and there are rumors of like ancient ruins and like gold and treasure and stuff there, and that's why people are so interested.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like gold and treasure.
I mean,
I'm interested.
From experience, like sailors will pretty much say that if there's anything there, it's going to be like gold and treasure. That's why you explore, because there's just like ancient ruins and treasure everywhere.
Yeah. Honestly, you just grab a shovel, start digging, you'll hit treasure.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the stuff you get.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So Then Robin, you're buying stuff.
Yeah.
You want to give me a persuasion or common knowledge roll for that?
I got
What? Sorry.
a 6.
A 6?
A 6.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. What are you looking to buy?
Or if it's price.
Or, let's see. What the price of ore is. So it is a little bit less. There's a little bit of a shortage right now, 75%. But there's low demand, so actually that's good for you. It's 75% of the base value. So there's a lot of ore right now.
Nice.
Sweet.
5.
And
How many are there?
oh boy, what's that?
How many units are there?
I will roll that. You also actually hear that ore is in high demand in Bahrain, so it sounds like a pretty profitable merchant run.
Yeah.
There
We're making money.
7 units of ore available.
Take it all.
All right.
Take it all. And then sell it all. And then take all of something else. And sell all that.
You know, alternatively, if it is such a great deal, I bet somebody else is going to want to buy up all the ore and head over to Bahrain as well.
Oh.
And maybe we could engage in some actual piracy.
Yes. Now you're thinking, Captain.
'Cause, like,
100% profit.
if it's such a good deal, it'd be silly not to do it, right?
Right.
We could just keep an eye on it. Find out who does buy it up.
Or we could just
You know what?
grease the wheels right now and ask the buyers.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, so-
how's with my 6? How am I doing with this? This
This
merchant,
what?
or-
Sorry.
this merchant. Are we on pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of representing talking to a couple of different merchants at the waterfront, but you have enough of a rapport that you can get a couple like bits of information.
All right. Can I slip them? So I'll say I'll buy it. And I'll slip them. I don't know, 50 marks. Say, but if you want to sell it to someone else, just make sure you tell me who.
So he like the guy you're talking to, kind of like looks at the money and like takes it and says, would this be a more preferable option?
Could be.
Let's see. Kind of give me another persuasion roll for bribery.
10.
Okay, so he looks at the money and says, well, we're not officially supposed to make such things known, you know, for such, in case any skullduggerous types catch wind. But maybe I forget about such rules if you, say, add another 50 marks. I'm sure that this would
guy.
be very profitable for the both of us.
This
yes.
guy's a cheap date. Do it.
Yeah, fine.
You are the
Busted my lady balls.
forget-me-not, no?
I am Robin.
Your ship.
Right. Yes.
I will have a messenger deliver send word if this ore happens to be purchased by a vessel. I'm sure that it
Alright.
will be worth your while.
In business with you, and then I tap my nose.
All right. Yeah. So, you guys get the. Let's see here. So you're gonna get rid of the whalers, right?
Try to pick up some other.
Yeah. Do you want to recruit some more people?
We gotta sell
Get rid
Sell
of
the what?
sell the whale.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're used to be selling the whale in this period of time. So
Get rid of the
yeah.
whalers,
So
get
the
some
whale-
sailors.
You took 1,500, right? Bone.
Yes.
And then is that including or not including the horn?
Not including the horn.
Okay, so that means you get 8,200 marks worth of profit from selling the whale chunks.
8,200.
Alright.
Yep.
And
How many
the
people? are there?
shares is
66 shares of loot. Yes.
so 8,200. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 66.
So that's 124 marks.
124 marks.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys each get 248 marks for your.
Including 2 Lamach.
Yep. Well, yeah, until the Mox counted into the shares, so he gets that amount of money too, which is pretty. It's a pretty nice chunk of cash. Can live on that for a couple of months if you're not a reckless spender.
Yeah, for just going for a little boat ride for a week or so. Or no, for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Yep, for 2 weeks.
Good money.
And then a cold 760.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you guys. Oh yeah.
What can we get for the?
Sorry. What was that?
The whaling. What can we get for the remaining whaling harpoons and the other whaling equipment?
You could sell that back at half price. 40 harpoons. That would be probably like 50 marks total.
And then I think I spent like marks on the.
Sorry, what was that?
Mhm.
And then I think I spent like 15 marks on the other equipment, the hooks and.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be like 7.
So what did we get total?
47. Round up to 50.
Okay.
So you get rid of the whaling supplies and the harpoons.
Nice.
We gotta buy provision.
Oh, yep, that's 250 marks for provision.
See, I wish I would have got that shark. That would have done like, a couple days.
I mean, well, you're feeding 51 people. Remember?
That's why I said a couple days. It was like what, a 20-foot shark?
Provisions is also like for water and for grog, right?
Yes. Although water isn't a huge concern if you have water mages, because they can
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
take the salt out of the water.
Yeah, Captain can provide water.
But grog,
Yeah.
can't make grog. That's the important one.
Ugh, to be an alcohol mage. I'd just open up a tavern.
Did you add the ship's fund onto the plunder, Robin?
Yep. And then I took the cargo off of Forget Me Not, but I didn't modify the. Because I'm not.
Yep, you're just gonna buy new ones. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're not buying new cargo because you're going to acquire it some other way. Um, so, oh yeah, the last thing is crew. You want to recruit some more crewmen?
Yep, to replace the.
All right. So we'll say you're kind of like you and Mr. Dibbs walking around and talking to people would get you a crew.
Classic.
Yep. Classic. Awesome.
So
I suppose the captain and the first mate recruiting.
Yeah.
That's
there are a total of 10 sailors that you find in this week of downtime. 4 of them are more mercenaries than they are sailors, so they're more heavily armed and equipped, but not quite as good at
their borders.
boating. Yep, they're boarders.
We need Marines too, right?
Mechanically, they have a D8 in fighting and shooting, but a D4 in boating.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, they're with me.
All right,
Yeah.
so you got 4 boarders.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're my new squad.
All right, so yeah, 10 additions. Boarders. And yeah, like
I'll call you the Misters.
the whalers that you guys got for this job, they all seem pretty happy with it. They have plenty of money to spend. Tulemak gives you just sort of like a grave nod as he accepts his pay, and says, "Good luck
How do we do?
in your future adventures. It was a successful hunt."
Well, thank you.
Good. Thank you. If we ever need any whale expertise again, we'll know who to ask.
You know where to find me.
Yes.
All right. So, and with that, we'll call this session here. So next time, you guys are going to head to Bahrim and cost some people on the way, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.